Okay. All right. Good morning, beloveds. Two things. One, the humidity has definitely made my hair huge. And two, I'm trying a new stand. For Christmas, one of my coworkers gave me this really neat little metal folding stand that folds flat. And it's perfect for my phone. And she said, I think it'll even hold an iPad. Well, it will. Because it's holding the iPad. Yeah. So my fight with the iPad may be over. Now the question is, where did she get it? And can I get my hands on like about 4 more? Because like, I want one to leave on my desk at work. I want one to leave in here to hold the iPad. And, you know, I'm like, it's fantastic. One to keep in my purse. Just like, you know, when you find something that really works, yay. All right. And happy Christmas Eve, which, by the way, you know, we are going to have our Christmas Eve services are amazing. One, the music is just because they work really hard and pick all kinds of really great music. And then we, you know, you get 4 little short talks. I got to organize my notes. But mine's, I think, ready. I just got to organize my notes. So, you know, we usually pick a theme, but nobody knows what anybody else is going to talk about. So, other than we have to submit words to Jesse. So, you know, and that's at 7:00 and it will be on Facebook Live. So if you're not in the area, you can still see it. And I will put it up on YouTube. Yes, I do get copyright checks on it, but it's still worth it. And most of the time they still let us use the music on YouTube. So, all right. So there's that. Okay. So we have moved on to a new design for living. I read you the foreword by, Reverend Dr. I never know what order to do that in. Kathy Hearn, who at the time had been the director of Centers for Spiritual Living. I believe she's the dean of one of the campuses, but I don't remember which one. So, you know, right now, you know, 15 years later, because I think this was in 2010. And, so there's that. And today we are going to do the introduction. Now, and then tomorrow we'll actually start the book. It says Ernest Holmes, author of Science of Mind, and then underneath it says Willis H. Kinnear. So I'm wondering if he's the one that curated it. So he may actually be the one that wrote the intro, but he didn't sign it, so I don't know. But before we do that, let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact is email info@creativelife.org. If you will email that, it'll get you on the mailing list. You get 1 email a week, unless something unusual happens, which is usually weather related because we do live on the Gulf Coast. It's a real person doing it. He just doesn't have time for more than that. Tells you what's going on for the week and the month, and the hot links are hot. So if it says click here now, it means it. It'll either take you right to the information or the person that can help you get it. And then it is a blind CC, which means nobody's going to see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. So there is that. Okay. I think that's everything. No, social media. I'm doing this on the social media. And I only mention the social media from the standpoint of we do not monetize the social media, which means, we don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. Really. Honestly, that's what it means. So, if you would, let me organize my thoughts. What we ask you to do then instead is to go like, subscribe, follow, based on which platform you are on, the pages. And then engage with the individual posts. So go react to the post, comment on the post, share the posts. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff, which is the purpose of social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark, and I'm the running Rev Ryan across the social medias that I am on. So it is a free and easy way that you can support the center. Okay. All right. That should be it. Let's get on with it. And we will read the introduction to A New Design for Living. I thought about doing the Ernest Holmes papers, but the chapters are really long. And when I looked at this one, like these chapters are, the chapters may be long, but they're broken up into little individual sections. So I was like, you know what? This one looks easier. And we're getting really close to the new year. So A New Design for Living. All right. So I thought it was an appropriate timing. This is not that I won't do the Ernest Holmes papers. I probably will. All right. So this is the introduction to A New Design for Living. And I keep messing with my light because every time... Anyway, I want it as bright as possible because the print's kind of small on this one. All right. The introduction to A New Design for Living. Why are you interested in a new design for living? The odds are that in some aspect of your health, affairs, or relationships, things are not all that you desire them to be. In some way or other, the pattern of your life and experiences has not come up to your hopes and expectations. You feel a need to get out of your well-worn rut and move into a fuller, richer enjoyment of life. What can be done about establishing a new design for living in your personal experience? 2 things. First, there must be a willingness and a desire to cut yourself loose from undesirable things of the past. This is not always easy. For all too often, the way you have become accustomed to thinking along certain lines and your tendency to accept as inevitable, certain conditions and situations have so ingrained themselves in your makeup, physically and mentally, that they are well-established habits. However, you can make the change and step out of what may have been an undesirable past into a bright new future. Second, you will need to enlarge your viewpoint. Develop an eagerness to encounter new ideas, evaluate them, and assimilate those which you can best use and adapt for your purposes and requirements. Good morning. All too often, a person finds that they have closed their mind to the very things which they desire most. Unconsciously, there has been developed a feeling that they know all the answers and they are perfectly content to stand pat. The status quo becomes tolerable only because there is a lack of initiative or enthusiasm to move onward, or sometimes because there is a lack of knowledge as to what to do about it. If you are willing, you can take these 2 steps leading to a new enjoyment of life. No one can tell you what your new design for living should be, nor should anyone attempt to. This is for you to plan. You are your own architect, but some of the plans you have drawn in the past may have resulted in some structures of experience which have not been altogether good. You are not going to be supplied with a new set of blueprints. Rather, you are going to find out how to be a better architect. Oh, wow. Okay. I like that phrase. Rather, you are going to find out how to be a better architect. And that is much better than getting a new set of blueprints, because then you can tinker and tailor to your heart's content. Okay. You are going to be provided with some new tools to work with, information about some new building materials you can make use of, and better techniques of construction. With this new knowledge, you can start with complete assurance that your new design for living will develop into a sound, strong, and more than satisfactory way of life that can include an abundance of all good things. Nothing lies beyond the scope of your ability. The new design for living you create need have no limitations. Literally, all the good things that life and the world offer are yours to have and enjoy, but you need to recognize them, accept them, and incorporate them into the new design you are now going to create. Many will find that reading this book will be the start of their most important experience in living. Naturally, the question arises, what things are the greatest importance to an individual? Insomuch as you live in a world made up of your personal relationships to life, to conditions about you and your associations with others, one answer to the question would be, whatever has the greatest bearing on constructive self-expression and helpfulness to others. All right. You want to live so as to get the most out of life, to have your unselfish personal ambitions fulfilled, and in doing so, or in so doing, to contribute the most to others and to the age in which you live. In this connection, you are going to learn how your thoughts or concepts affect you in regard to better health, greater happiness, and more success. In doing this, you will develop a new outlook on life. While there are no deep or hidden secrets involved, there certainly are definite methods and techniques for scientifically as well as inspirationally discovering the answer to what is it all about. This does not mean that you are going to encounter dogmatic or opinionated ideas. It does mean that you will, after careful thought, decide for yourself what you believe about life. That's one of the reasons why we frequently say, we don't teach you what to believe, we just teach you how. The what you believe is between you and the divine. The how, we can help you with that. What you believe about your own destiny, what you believe about your relationship with others, and above all, what you believe about your relationship to that power greater than you, which has created all things. Everyone wishes to live creatively and expansively, so it is only natural that you should wish to uncover whatever undiscovered possibilities may be latent within you. Somehow or other, everyone has a feeling that they are only half living, half expressing themselves, and through some inner awareness, whether you call it intuition or not, you feel within you an echo of something deeper and bigger and broader and more expansive than that which you are now aware of. This feeling could not be there, could not be so universal, unless it had an element of reality behind it. In all this, you will be discovering how to let me restart that sentence. In all this, you will be discovering how to cooperate better with the great mental, emotional, and spiritual laws of your being. It is most important to remember that you are not going to discover ideas. Okay. All right. It is most important to remember that you are not going to discover ideas whereby it will be easy to get rich, easy to be happy, easy to get well. There are no such methods. But there are paths that may be followed which will lead to a richer, fuller experience of health and happiness and a greater expression of the creative action in life. There is a science of mind that can be used. It is not difficult to understand. It is simplicity itself, just as is everything that is wonderful and great. You will learn about this, and in learning, you will find out for yourself the intimate relationship you have with a principle within you that is greater than the intellect or will, and with a creative power beyond all imagination. Have joy in designing your new life. Try always to keep even the most profound things on the lighter side. Do not think everything has to be learned in a minute. Do not become discouraged if all things are not accomplished in a day. Keep a good-natured flexibility, a happiness, a spontaneous enthusiasm in what you are doing. Once you undertake this new project, it will not be too long before you can point to yourself and your experience and say with pride and satisfaction, "This is my life, and it is good." Well, I'm glad I read the introduction. That was... Okay, and I like it on a number of levels. One, I like that he said, look, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not. And I also like that he said, what was the phrase he used? That last sentence, keep a good-natured flexibility, a happiness, and a spontaneous enthusiasm in what you are doing. That right there just kind of sums up Science of Mind for me. Good-natured, flexible, happy, spontaneous enthusiasm. I really do feel like that kind of sums up Science of Mind for me, and I'm gonna take it and run. Yeah, I may even put that in my talk for tonight. Okay, so tomorrow, yes, it is Christmas, but I will do this because why not? You know? So we are going to start with new thoughts for old, and I don't know. We'll figure it out because it's divided into sections. Like it starts off with new thoughts for old, and then take a look at yourself, discover new worlds, orderly atoms, everyday wonders. They're short. So we may do one or we may do several. We'll see. And we will take this book at a leisurely pace because it looks like it's going to be a really rich experience. So I hope you enjoy the journey with me. And now I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day. We don't have to take care of business today because it's Christmas Eve. Although if you do have things to do today, like wrap presents day, bake, because I'm going to bake something good today, go be with your community day, candlelight service day, cuddle your fur babies day, a tell somebody you love them day, a hug somebody day, or a hug a bunch of people day, because, candlelight service. Make sure you put your hair up day if you are flammable like I am day. Make some time to laugh day. Take a nap day. Drink something. Oh, drink plenty of water day. Yes, drink plenty of water day. That's every day. Enjoy the weather day. Looks like it's going to be 80 degrees and cloudy here today. Whatever it is, you got this day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, because occasionally it is, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action. Oh. And as Reverend Jesse likes to, hang on. You are a beautiful masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time at your own pace. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call it, you are a godling. All right. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all. All right, beloveds. It is Christmas Eve. I do have notes to organize. So I'm going to go get on that. Take care of yourself. Reverend David will probably do it. He might do it a little earlier than 5, though, simply because, the Christmas Eve service is at 7. So who knows? And I will be back with you around 9-ish tomorrow, to do this, because I'm excited to get started on this. So take care of yourself. Know that you are loved.